When I was in Germany, we were helping many Ukrainians. When I was there, I met a lady. Her name is Luda. She and her husband has a pair of twins. They're 3 years old. In Ukraine, they had cancer and they recovered. But during the war, they were so stressed and the cancer relapsed. The twin had nerve cancer and a bone cancer. Both are only 3 years old. And they were very heartbroken and they were dealing with much stress. They have lost their homes. They do not know what's going to happen to their future. So the team went and reached out to them and prayed with them. And they were very moved and they received Jesus into their hearts. And the children, we prayed fervently for the children, for them to be healed as well. And 1 week later, we received news that the children were miraculously healed. The doctors has no answer for it and were very surprised that this happened, but we know it is God who has healed them. So the family are so grateful to the team and most importantly to God for what He has done in such a time of their life. When we first arrived in Germany, it was difficult to connect with the Ukrainians, understandably so because they just escaped from the war zone and they were traumatized, depressed, and it took us some time to know them better, to love on them and to gain their trust. And slowly they would build relationship with us and they started warming up to us and also sharing with us all that they've been through. And therefore we got to pray with them and listen to them and be with them, inspiring them hope and to give them strength for the future. One lady stood out to me. Her name is Valentina. She's wheelchair bound. She had a spinal cord problem. So during the war, she could not escape and hide in the underground bunker. And she was praying to God for help. She could not reach anyone because there's no electricity, her phone is not working, and she just prayed to God. And then someone just thought of her, someone that she doesn't even know very well, thought of her and suddenly reached out to her. And then that person arranged for two persons to wheel her out into the borders and out of Ukraine. And these two persons, they are blind people. Husband and wife, they're both blind. And Valentina led them out. It was something that is unforgettable because what a scene it is to have three people who are handicapped leaving the war zone. I met another boy. When I first met him, he was very quiet and withdrawn. And he said to me that when he was in Ukraine, he was put in a special school because he's gifted in arts. He draws very well. However, when the war broke out, he was traumatized and he was very depressed and he didn't want to draw anymore. This boy became a believer when we were there. He received Jesus in his heart. He says now he has peace and he wants to bring God's love to the people around him, to the other people who are also refugees. He wants them to know that God is someone that they can put their trust in. Late one night, he knocked on my door and he says, "Yen, I have a picture for you. This is my gift for you." When I saw that picture, I was so moved and touched because this is his first picture that he drew after the war. He told himself he would never draw again because there's no point, there's no future in his life. But he drew a picture of me and that meant so much to me. And he was telling us how much it meant to him that our presence, the Singapore team made a difference in his life and also his mother's life. His mother is having a tumor in her brain right now and she's going through pain and fear and lots of anxiety. But we prayed with her and over the weeks that we were there, she's decided to follow Jesus and even join a DTS school to be trained as a missionary and reach out to the people in Ukraine, telling them about Jesus and that the war does not end their life and they can make a difference and reach out to the people for our Lord Jesus. To my Ukrainian family, I thank God for the chance to be able to come alongside with you and to be with you. Thank you for sharing your lives with us. I know this is a hard time, it is difficult, but I just want you to know that we'll always be here, loving you, praying for you, and that you're not alone. Remember, God is always with you, and that He is the one who is able to turn all things around. We will always be here for you whenever you need us, and may you rise up again, rise and shine, for His light has come.
Допоки сонце сяє.